Hey guys, Mike here with Rapid Purple. So I realized that in all my excitement, when the NAS came in, the Synology NAS that's hanging out way over there, doing its thing, backing things up, I noticed that I completely forgot to touch base on the whole other box of things that was there. And now I said I would do another video on it. One of the things probably should have been touched base upon when the Synology NAS got here. Really, probably these things too. But nevertheless, here is kind of my continuation to that, to kind of the collection of goodies you can see me getting here. So, what we ended up getting, first off, a very simple Netgear ProSafe switch. Nothing fancy, nothing overly complicated. This thing was, I want to say, ended up being like 43, 44 bucks. It's already out of the box. It's set up, it's installed. I still have my ancient Linksys router doing its job and its thing over here, and then I mounted the switch over there. Essentially just to keep wires and everything else hidden and out of the way. So this thing was great, very simple buy, just for the price and the money, it was phenomenal. It comes with lifetime warranty from Netgear, and I also got an additional store warranty on this thing for, I'm gonna say I got a deal for like $1.20 or something like that for 2 years. Great. Picked up also these Kingston 16 gigabyte data traveler sticks. Also they were just on phenomenally cheap. And I figured I'd go ahead and I would scoop these up. I didn't bother getting USB 3.0 just because nobody that will be utilizing these has a USB 3.0 hub or anything else of the sort, so these will do just fine. And they were, I want to say, about $7 to $8 with free shipping since they came with all this. It was great. So actually picked these up because if you guys remember the culprit over here, the Western Digital Passport that failed. That was actually its second time failing. The first time I reformatted the job, now it's just pointless. Was the reason that I ended up going ahead and grabbing the Synology NAS that we can see over there. And then I realized, well, I still need to be able to sometimes go out when I'm with clients and so forth and just have a comfortable way to transfer vast amounts of different files. So these were cheap and I grabbed these so that I can have one, my partner can have one, and it can make life simple. So those are fun, and they're gold in color, which is great. And I actually believe that my girl is stealing one of these because, well, the iPhone that I got her is also gold and it matches, and she needs a memory card. So I might have to get another one of these. And then I got what was essentially the cheapest Logitech wireless keyboard that I can get. Now, in like an old video when I first talked about grabbing the, or at least getting my first mechanical keyboard, I mentioned that we love Logitech wireless units here. And before I switched soul and heart over to mechanical, I utilized Logitech wireless keyboards all the time. Actually, I still have one laying over there, which I want to say is an MK320. There is another MK320 unit there. There's another wireless mouse there. There should be another wireless mouse over here somewhere. And now we got this one. Now this one was $19.99, which is just ridiculously cheap, so why not get it? But apart from that, there was actually a reason and a thought behind this. So I have this old computer sitting over here that at some point I need to essentially rebuild, or do something with. It's loud as all hell. I don't know if you can hear that. And it is that loud trying to run a completely blank window in Firefox. Life's hard for it. It doesn't really have much things on it. It should probably be reformatted, cleaned out. Probably dump an SSD in there. And it's got to get rid of Windows Vista because that just kills things in the first place. So, that thing aside, I wanted to be able to kind of utilize this computer. At some point maybe hook it up to the big TV once I get the computer functioning better than that because it's just barely usable right now. But I wanted to be able to make use of that computer and be able to display things and so forth. And I realized that yes, I could go for $150, buy a small, tiny form factor PC, and hook that up probably right to the back of the big TV and call it a day at that. But I already have that unit, so why not make use of it, right? You don't have to waste money. You don't have to. So I figured I'm going to grab this. Now, this was, well, it looked small. It looked a little bit smaller than it actually came out being, but it's definitely going to be smaller than the MK320 because it doesn't seem to have as much bezel design around it as that. The mouse definitely seems smaller than the MK320 bundle mouse as well. So the purpose of this one is kind of have something that I can just like stow away, dump away maybe into like one of the, I don't know, somewhere, stow away, and when need be, pull it out and make use of the PC that's over there. So I figured I might as well, since I keep doing all these different unboxings and openings and everything for you guys, I might as well show this off a little bit to you guys. And I realize it's nothing fancy, it's nothing fun, but you know what? For 20 bucks, it's interesting how far you can go. So let's see. Alright. It's cool. So you know what? It is significantly a lot smaller than the Bin 2. Actually, let's go ahead and grab this over to where the MK320 is. I just wanna, anyway, fit that one. I mean, alright, so it is standard length, but it is less wide than the old MK320. Let's get that out of its cover over there. So it is smaller. It is roughly about as thick as the 320 is as well. The 320 does kind of contour down a little bit more in the front than this one does, which I would say used to make that a lot more comfortable to use on a daily basis. But again, since this keyboard is going to be just kind of a pull out, make use of, throw back away, I'm not really very concerned or very worried about that. I do, however, for anybody that's kind of looking to get this for more serious use, wanna you know what? It's really not that bad. I guess, I mean, for me, it fits kind of almost perfectly. I can get my thumb right onto the space bar, and I can make use of all the rows of the keys that I need to, and it kind of fits with the curvature, the way that it just rests like that. Now, this is a hard table for me, and if I had to sit there and type like this all day long, I mean, this might just be a little bit annoying, but if you have a little keyboard cushion or something like that, that'd be just fine. But this is, with its lack of, you know, little contoured edge, or kind of with it being so small over here, it's a lot more comfortable than I expected it to be. I mean, this is obviously nothing special. The keys, this has its usual, just simple, bland, not mechanical, I guess, keyboard feel. I do feel like once you go to mechanical keyboards, you just get ruined by it, and these will never feel the same to you again. But that's not to say that these are bad, and if you've ever used mechanical keyboards, again, I've always been a fan of Logitech as opposed to all the other ones. Does have multimedia keys and shortcut keys up on top. They look to be like they're rubbery, and so they're not, clearly. And they have a decent feel to them. Out for 20 bucks, great. Got an on-off switch here. When it's already on, we'll switch it up to off. Okay, on, and I guess that'll light up for caps lock, but let's go ahead and get some batteries in there, and we'll actually take a look. The rest of the box has our instruction booklet for the manual, in case you don't know where the on-off switch is on these things. The very minuscule, and I love these little new nano transponders Logitech uses. If any of you guys remember back in the day, when wireless things used to come with these huge dongles with like 2 wires coming out of it and a huge little wireless thing. You put that little unit somewhere and then everything would kind of connect to there. God, how far we've come. And then we have the actual Logitech mouse. Now I could have been wrong when I said that this is different from the MK320, because this looks almost identical to it, with a different wheel. I actually might be, you know what? I probably haven't used the MK321 in a long time, but let's. It's great to have all these Logitech things here. Let's walk right. No, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I was off. Okay, so the one that comes with the MK320, and forgive me for it being so dirty as all hell. But that's that one. Lights up in green right up on the top over there. It's got the batteries that go up in here. This drops back down. This is your key. Simple. You know, that's clear difference right there. That's a simple smooth scroll wheel. It's not that it rubbed off over the years. That really is how it came. And this is what this one comes down like, which is almost, I mean, I kind of like that more, even though this is technically the more expensive combo. Or at least this was the more expensive. What I will say though is cool, and this may have been an issue caught on camera or a perfect way of me being confused. So you get these things and you pull out the little yellow tabs that kind of the batteries are all blocked off with, and you open it up and you double check that the battery is actually facing the correct way and the plus is to the plus sign and so forth. And you flick it over to on. You don't see anything. You know, it does say over here invisible optic, which, you know, could potentially mean all invisible optic, right? So I went ahead and put the nano response. Hey, it's actually working. All right. Perfect. Now this does what. Okay. So you really just don't see anything. That clearly works. Do you have any signifier for caps lock? Yes. So there you go. That's how you know this thing's on. When you turn on caps lock, that turns on green. That's pretty much the only way you know this thing's on. And this has absolutely no light or anything else underneath it, but it works perfectly and flawlessly on this wood surface. It's pretty awesome. For 20 bucks, this actually does exactly what I wanted to do as far as being a small, discrete unit. I mean, I probably could have gotten what Logitech makes for like 40 bucks. It's a keyboard. It's missing the number keys. Instead of the number keys, it has like a little trackpad over here, almost like a laptop would have, and you could kind of have your mouse and keyboard all in one. Because I would exceptionally use the mouse significantly more, and I'm not really use the keyboard as much. To me, this works out just fine, and I could stow this away. I mean, I have a very comfortable setup right over here, and I mean, to be honest with you, I could just position that right over there like that and kind of stow things over there, or I could always hide it in my collection of more used tech crap drawer stuff. Oh crap. Figure it out. Anyway, that does work great, works flawlessly. And again, for the $20 that this thing is going for right now, it's awesome. You need a simple, quick, wireless keyboard and mouse setup. 20 bucks, you can't go wrong. It's Logitech, so this thing will probably stay alive for the next 5 years on its own with you dropping it 30 times. At least all my other Logitech gear has done that. Small, comfortable, convenient little mouse. Very nice little contour, very nice little curve, very comfortable little trackpad ball. Clicks, does what you would need it to do. Again, $20. Great. Get it. I'll put links down in the description and all that fun stuff below. But yeah, there you guys go. Just wanted to quickly show you guys, I guess, what some of the stuff is that we got over there, and you know, you can stare at my garbage can in the box. And there you go. As usual, like, subscribe. We'll see you soon.